Hey, what's up guys? Matt Schiffel with American Made Exotics here. I got 2 clutches to pull today and I figured I'd break the camera out and share because it's 2 that I'm excited about. So first off, we have a champagne lesser enchi girl that's possibly pastel and pinstripe that we bred to a candy leopard het pied. Now we have the leopard candy pieds, but I really just love the way this leopard candy looks and I'm not too worried about the pied part on this one. I just want to make the enchi leopard champagne candy. And enchi and leopard are both 2 genes that kind of unlock a little bit of that champagne where some of the pattern comes through it. Champagne normally dominates everything else. It's a gene that I've always liked and I've been playing with it for years. So I think mixing the enchi and the leopard together to unlock some of the pattern in the champagne and then getting it in that candy color is really going to make an awesome animal. I think the candy project is still pretty underrated. We've seen a lot of candy pied stuff, but I don't feel like we've seen too much other stuff for as long as that gene's been around. And the leopard candy boy that I got is just a really awesome animal. And for as simple as it is and easy it would be to make that combo, I just think it has a lot of potential and I want to plug it into some other things and see what else it can do. Now the other clutch that I'm excited for is a regular clown girl that I bred to a Jaguar Orange Dream Butter. Now I have the other male that's Het Clown, the Jaguar Butter Pastel, but the goal with this one was to get a het male or a het female that has the Orange Dream without the pastel. And I really think the Orange Dream goes good with the Jaguar. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Super Orange Dream Jaguar looks like. And of course having the Het Clown in the mix is definitely a plus when I'm holding back babies from that animal. So let's pull these clutches and see what these 2 girls gave us. All right. Let's see what this girl gave us. Let me get a picture for the records. Absolutely beautiful animal. I've always loved champagne stuff. I got a clutch out of her last year and I didn't see anything but lesser and enchi. So I wanted to get 1 more clutch out of her before I let her go to make room for some of the younger holdbacks. So I'm really hoping she leaves a legacy animal and I get a cool leopard enchi combo in that champagne that's 100% het candy. So let's set this girl to the side, get her washed up, and we will candle these eggs and see if they're good. It looks like she gave us 7 of them. So hopefully we see what we want to see in this clutch. All right, I'm candling them for me.
Okay. This one has good veins, some more veins, some more, veins, and veins. They all seem to be good.
All right. All right, so 7 eggs. All of them are good. Can't really ask for much more than that. Like I said, I think the candy stuff is underrated. And that leopard candy het pied boy is just a really cool animal for a simplistic combo. I really think we'll see a lot of cool stuff pop out of that candy project in the future. I think once we start seeing some of the candy clown combos, we'll really unlock the true potential of it. So while I'm finishing up this box, I'll show you that male and you can see why I'm so excited for it. Okay, so this is my leopard candy het pied. Tons of color and contrast in it for being on that albino allele. Way more color than a regular albino. I love the pure candy stuff, especially as they age and they get that color in them like that. So that's why I went with him. I know the enchi unlocks pattern and the leopard unlocks pattern in the champagne, and the 2 together work really well in champagne. So I think this is going to be a really cool snake if I can get that enchi leopard champagne combo in the candy version. Hopefully we see that in the future. All right, so let's see what she gave us. It looks like I can see at least a couple slugs in here, but hopefully we got some fertile ones. I don't feel anything stuck in her, so let's go ahead and sit her to the side and get her washed up. And it looks like we got 1, 2, 3 good eggs and 4 slugs. Well, this one might be a good egg. It's just very small. It's not the same color. So let's candle it and let's see what's good. Hopefully they're good. A lot of times when we see slugs in a clutch, a lot of the eggs are infertile. So it looks like she pushed a urate out too with the eggs and got that on them. So let's take a look and see what we got here. Okay, so you can see
This one seems to be infertile.
the slugs here. Yeah, this is the one that we weren't sure about. Let's see if I can't get it off. We'll get a better look at it. See if you can candle it from a few ways.
Infertile, because there's no veins, not at all.
That's right. Let me
So
check
it's
the hump
infertile.
there. And you can see right there where the embryo would have been. But I can't tell if it's... I don't think it would make it anyway. Let's check these and see if they're good.
This one has veins.
Yep, nice and strong.
Yep. Oh, infertile.
Dang, this one's infertile too.
Yep.
Oof, rolled it. See?
There's where the embryo would have been.
Yep. So no veins in this one.
Nope.
Let's check this one, see if we got another one.
Some more veins.
Let's candle it a little better. Yeah. This one's got a good bit of veins. It looked like it might have been weak, but nah, that's pretty strong.
Yep.
So again, pretty common when you get slugs in a clutch. You can candle this one, Sean.
Okay.
When you get slugs in a clutch, some of the ones that look like good eggs are actually infertile too, from whatever the issue was that caused her to whatever the issue was that caused her to drop some slugs to begin with. So really kind of a bummer. I don't think we've had a clutch like that so far this year. You know, this is clutch number 62. Anytime you're working with live animals, you know, things are just not always going to work out perfectly. But we did still get 2 fertile eggs that look strong. And, you know, like I said before, I only need 1. So hopefully we hatch something really cool in those. So let's take a look at our breeding card here and see if we can't figure out what happened. So we got a lock in January that got her to start building up till 9 millimeters. So we got another lock February 27th. All right. So then when we ultrasounded on 3/21, she was at 29 millimeters. And I really feel like that's pushing the line. I think once you get over 30 millimeters, the lock really doesn't even count. So I'm betting that the lock I got that week, 3/27, might have been past that threshold where it just didn't even count. And now 2 locks normally is plenty, but you know, maybe that male was breeding too many females. Maybe the temperature just wasn't quite right. Maybe the female just didn't have the weight to go full term on all the eggs. There's a lot of variables at play here, and sometimes it just happens. So kind of a bummer. You know, that was a pretty anticipated clutch for me. Like I said, I wanted to see the Orange Dream and the Jaguar in the Het Clown. But a lot of times working with live animals, I mean, stuff like this does happen. 62 clutches in for the year. It's the first one we've really had like that. So, you know, I guess we were overdue for it. Personally, I feel like I couldn't pinpoint a reason why or like what I did wrong there. Maybe I didn't, you know what I mean? We're just working with live animals and it does happen. But you know, if I'm gonna do these videos and I'm gonna let y'all share in the stuff that I'm doing and keep it like natural, like I'm gonna show you all of it, the good, the bad. Sometimes that's just part of what we do. It's not all wins. Sometimes there's a lot of losses on the way too. So I'll not chalk that one up as a loss yet, because all it takes is 1. And I just wanted that 1 holdback animal to farther that project down the line. And I've got 2 shots at it, and it's a 50-50 shot that it's going to be a Jaguar. So all I gotta do is get lucky and hit the Jaguar and the Orange Dream in one of these animals, and I can still do exactly what I wanted to do in the 2 eggs. So, like I said, I won't chalk it up as a loss yet. 2 is definitely better than none. Now the other 2 eggs that we got, we candled those. They don't have veins in them. They're gonna mold and go bad anyway. So we're gonna preemptively just throw those in the trash now. No sense in letting it sit in the egg box and get mold and potentially contaminate the 2 other eggs. Although a healthy egg can normally sit right side by side a moldy one, if they're stuck together and one goes bad, and still go full term, and it doesn't really cause an issue. But I know they're gonna go bad, so since they're not attached, I'm gonna go ahead and toss them now, as well as the 3 slugs we got in that one. And again, that's just pretty common that if I see a couple slugs, even if it's 1 or 2, automatically I just know, oh man, let's hope that the other eggs are fertile, because that's usually where we see infertile eggs, if we see them, is in a clutch that's got some slugs too. Again, not really sure why this happened to me this time. I feel like as a breeder, I did everything that I could do to get that girl bred right, but it just happens. So if I'm going to share the good times with you, I want y'all to see the real side of this, and it's just not all wins. So I'm going to have to take this one on the chin and hope for better odds in this clutch or in another clutch and just keep it pushing. That's all we can do. All right, guys. Well, at least we got 2 more on the shelf, 2 more clutches, and 2 more eggs on this one. We're moving back to the first wall, and we're going to be chasing the clutches that are hatching. So we got a little bit of a gap here. So hopefully things start hatching faster than they're laid, and it can kind of keep ahead of us there. So we got the other one down here. This wall is totally full, and got to keep them rolling. I know we still got 62 in here, and I've had a total of, I think, 104 ovulations so far. So there's at least 40 more girls out there that are gravid. Still have lots of stuff breeding. I'm not sure why the season was so late this year, but it is. Anyways, you know, I hope y'all experiencing me take that loss on the chin like that help somebody. I'm sure there's somebody out there that's just starting out that might get a bad odds clutch like that, that's all slugs or mostly slugs and 1 or 2 good eggs, that might be discouraged. So, you know, maybe it'll help you out seeing somebody else have it happen to them too. So no matter how big the facility and all the professional racks and all that stuff, it still just can happen, and it's kind of out of your control. There's so many variables working with live animals. It was bound to happen to get some kind of slugs this year with as many clutches as we've got. But anyways, like I said, we got to take it on the chin, keep on pushing. Got plenty more girls laying, plenty of eggs in here, so we're still bound to hatch something cool. So anyways, thanks for watching, and until the next one, hopefully it's a little bit better next time.